wanna eat something good. Hey guys, it's Elizabeth here with another episode of Broke But Skinny. Cooking tips for chicks who like to eat a lot but don't like to spend a lot, and they wanna be able to zip them jeans and keep that ass tight. Yes, welcome back. In this video, we're picking up right where we left off. There are tons of different recipes and amazing things that you can do with quinoa. It's super versatile, I love it, and it's really, really healthy. Today, I'm just gonna show you some of my favorite ones. Hopefully, it'll inspire you to make some of your own. And you're gonna have like a really delicious dish. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to click like and hit subscribe and that little bell so that you won't miss out on any of my content. And join the party! Why not? Come party and play with us. So I just showed you how to quickly and perfectly make fluffy quinoa. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out. Otherwise, for the secret ending, you just buy it, rinse it, cook it, fluff it, eat it. So now I've got a whole bunch of quinoa here that's ready to go, and let's make some yummy stuff with it. As mentioned before, quinoa is super healthy and versatile, and you can add it to just about anything, which is a big plus. So here are just a few simple, quick ideas. One thing that I love to do is just a basic quinoa bowl. Take some quinoa, toss it with some olive oil, salt and pepper, maybe some tomatoes and thinly sliced red onion, and I love adding feta. Parmesan's also really good, and you could be done with that. Maybe add a couple olives to give it that sort of Greek salad, Greek quinoa bowl feel. And then I had some leftover portobello mushrooms from the night before, and so I just sliced some of those up and added it to it. It's delicious. Quinoa is also fantastic in salads. I love sprinkling quinoa into a green salad. It gives it a bit more texture, and if you're always eating salads for lunch and you're just super bored, add some quinoa. It'll give it some more flavor and it'll hold you over, and you won't get that afternoon slump. And it's gonna help your salad taste less boring, and it's gonna make it feel more like a meal. And speaking of making simple things feel more like a meal, consider adding it to some soup. If you're just making a can of soup, throw a little bit of quinoa in there and it will help thicken it up and make it feel more hearty, and it's really delicious. You can take a simple can of Progresso soup and put some quinoa in it, and it feels like a meal, and you're actually gonna be full. And then here's another idea. Try tossing it with some veggies. Whatever you have on hand, and toss them with some olive oil, lemon juice. I love adding red pepper flakes. Or try some sesame oil. Add a little bit of sesame oil and salt and pepper, and it gives it that yummy sort of Asian flavor, Thai food flavor with the red pepper flakes. And then you absolutely must remember to squeeze some lime juice on there. It'll help brighten things up. It's delicious. And then this one is my absolute favorite. I love it. It is my DIY Chipotle burrito bowl, except it's actually healthy for you. So to start, you're gonna want a base of like a Mexican Tex-Mex flavored quinoa. And to accomplish that, I like to quickly saute some bell peppers. I'll just buy them frozen. It's super easy. And then I'll mix it with the quinoa that I already had on hand, that I had already made. So then I'll take a base of quinoa, and then I'll add black beans. You can add lettuce and tomatoes if you want. It kind of has like a taco salad sort of vibe. And then I just love topping it with a bunch of avocado and lime, and I'll sprinkle a little bit of red onion on there. It's so good, you guys. And then I'll drizzle on my favorite dressing. Right now I'm in love with the Whole Foods 365 ranch. It's so yummy. The light one. Otherwise, a really great salad dressing substitution is salsa. This bowl, I'm not kidding you, it's bonkers. It's so good. You have to try to make this and let me know how it goes. You will love it. And now here's an awesome dish for a sweet breakfast if you're in the mood. You can take some quinoa that you've already made right out of the fridge, and we're gonna make this like we would maybe like an oatmeal, but it's gonna be quinoa. So you'll take about a cup and a half of quinoa that you've already cooked, and add about like a cup of unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. Whatever you have on hand is fine. I put the stove on super low. This is gonna heat up really, really quick because the quinoa is already cooked. And if you want your consistency to be thinner, add more milk. If you want it to have sort of like a denser kind of mashed potatoes consistency, then you don't need to put as much in. And then to this is where you can go wild. I like to add a little bit of almond extract, or you can do vanilla extract. Bear in mind, almond extract is sweeter than vanilla extract. And then I'll add some nutmeg, some ground cinnamon, stir it up. So yummy. It's very autumnal. And if you want it to taste sweeter, add some maple syrup, maybe a little bit of agave. But remember that that's just gonna add more calories and more sugar, even though they are healthier sugar options. Same with honey. But because the toppings that I'm using are on the sweeter side, I don't like to add anything sweet to the quinoa itself. It tastes a little bit more adult, if you will. So then all of your toppings, you can do some chopped up almonds because that's what I had in the fridge. And then I'll add blueberries, and sometimes I'll do banana. And then to that, I will sprinkle on a little bit more cinnamon and some chia seeds because it looks cool. It's super delicious. And if you're feeling like you need something extra hearty and you want a little bit more fat and a little bit more protein, add some almond butter or peanut butter. Just make sure it's the good kind. This is a super duper delicious breakfast. If you eat this, you will be full until dinner. I kid you not. So if you're not in the mood for something sweet and you would prefer something a little bit more savory, I like to just take what I have in the fridge that were leftovers and make some breakfast. Let's do it. We're gonna take a half a cup or a cup of quinoa that's already been made, and to this, I'm gonna season it with a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and then I'm gonna add some of this leftover spinach from the night before and slice up some tomatoes, and then I'll fry an egg and I'll stick that on there. This is so good. And I'm gonna add some avocado, my favorite. I love avocado, oh avocado, I would put you in anything. And when you start eating this, the yolk is so creamy and yummy. It's gonna taste rich and delicious and doesn't have a ton of calories in it, and it's delicious. You're gonna love it. I could eat this like every day. So good. Oh, and I like add red pepper flakes to everything. We have only just begun to scratch the surface here. So check out some of my other videos. Be sure to visit that video where I'm showing you how to just make quinoa, like basic quinoa, and make it fluffy and awesome so it's good every time. Watch that video, I'll put the link below. And then check out my channel, watch the other videos in my Broke But Skinny series. I hope that you have fun watching them. And thanks so much. Click like, click subscribe, hit that little bell so you don't miss any of my content, and I'll see you guys around. Bye. Okay, so let's see how it tastes. I'm just kidding, it's really good.